everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa, if you don't know me. I am a mindset coach and a fitness enthusiast and a personal trainer. So today we're going to be talking about managing our cravings and emotional eating during premenopause and menopause. And if you're not in that stage in your life, guys, we still have to manage our cravings and emotional eating because it is a part of our life. It's part of just being a woman sometimes and living life, right? I don't think I met one person that doesn't struggle with cravings or emotional eating. So don't feel alone. We are all in this together, okay? So stay tuned. Let's talk about managing our cravings, guys, and emotional eating. So today we're going to dive into a topic that so many women struggle with. Cravings and emotional eating, especially during premenopause and menopause, right? And I know I have them too, guys. I have hormones that fluctuate. And so this is a really close topic to me because I know it was something that I used to struggle with, especially binge eating. Ooh, yeah, that is not fun. It is not fun for your digestive system, and it is not fun for you emotionally or mentally. So let's talk about it, and let's normalize it, because everyone does it, and it's something that I feel like more women should talk about with each other. Sometimes, sharing our experiences and stuff like that, it kind of helps normalize it and feel like you could talk about it. And again, guys, as a mindset coach, I think everything in life is really easy once we get our mindset wrapped around it. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But let's get into this topic, guys, because I don't want to ramble on. I don't want to make this a half-hour video again because I could talk forever. Okay, so I've got you covered, guys. I've got some practical strategies that helped me and I know will help you, and it's going to help you to regain control and feel your best. Okay, so let's get started on this. Okay, let's first talk about cravings, because they seem to skyrocket during premenopause and menopause, guys. There are like the key players and like a few things reasons why we get them. And if you remember adolescence and every time you got your menstrual cycle every month, you would have those cravings. I did. I see like big bag potato chips all the time, and then I would get my period the next day. So now we're kind of in a stage where we are getting our period all the time. That's what it's kind of like, because the hormones are fluctuating like crazy, okay? So, a big part of it is estrogen and progesterone imbalances. These hormones regulate our appetite and metabolism, okay? So when they fluctuate, you might feel hungrier than usual, or you may crave like high carb foods, like chips and cookies, or just to get like a quick energy thing. So no, that is one of the reasons why, okay? You're not crazy. You're not just a pig, because that's what you might think of, like, oh, I'll just eat everything. It is perfectly normal to have these cravings around this time with our hormones fluctuating. Another thing is cortisol, guys, and this is a stress hormone. And we always have that. But through menopause, it can be a very stressful transition, right? And these stresses increase cravings, especially sugary or fatty foods. Yeah, been there, done it, right? And another thing is serotonin and dopamine changes. These are our feel-good chemicals. So they lower levels through this period of time, can make us turn to food, and especially some like delicious comfort food, okay? So now that we know why we're getting cravings and why we are emotionally eating, can help kind of wrap our head around it, right? So let's distinguish between emotional eating, right, and physical hunger, guys. So physical hunger it builds gradually, and it could be satisfied with eating any type of food. You're not craving anything. You're just freaking hungry. And yeah, give me something to eat. Give me some carrots. Give me an apple. Give me a piece of bread. Anything, right? Because you're starving and you feel it. And then you got emotional eating. Emotional eating comes on sudden. It is tied to stress and emotions, and we know that. And it often involves like craving specific comfort foods that you tend to always go to when you're feeling, this sudden hunger. That's not really hunger. It's just like peckish, like, oh, I need something right now, right? And, it usually hits after dinner, later at night, when you're not as busy and your mind is kind of quiet, So if you are reaching for like chocolate, after a stressful day, but wouldn't eat an apple, chances are you're emotional eating, guys. Now for the good stuff, guys. How to manage cravings and emotional eating effectively, okay? And here's some of my top strategies that I do, and I hope that you take these in. Maybe get a journal and write them down, because they're gonna help you, okay? So we wanna balance our blood sugar, okay? Because that's one of the things that affects our hunger signals, right? Is our blood sugar. So when you eat your meals, lunch, or breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want to make sure that you're eating enough protein. High protein, guys. That is the secret sauce. And I have told you that in the other video when we talked about it, about macros, and protein is going to be your best friend. Protein is going to be the one macronutrient that's going to keep you satisfied for a long period of time. It's going to kill your cravings. You're going to be too full. You're not going to want to eat anything else. And it's going to help balance that blood sugar. So we need to make sure that every meal that we're getting at least 20 grams of protein. And that's very low. I strive for 50 to 60 grams, guys. Sounds crazy, but it's possible. And I'm going to get on that topic when we talk about meal prepping and planning. Also, healthy fats in your meals, right? So when we talked about fats as well, that's going to help control your blood sugar. So you want to be looking at eating healthy fats. Avocados, either, yogurt. Don't go for non-fat. It also has a lot of protein. And then like fiber, guys. And we all know fiber helps to control our blood sugar. So, you want to incorporate some good berries maybe in your diet, or some nuts, And again, we're not going to talk about every individual food, but where you could find the fiber. And you want to have that balance in every meal. And this is going to prevent crashes, and it's going to that's going to lead to cravings, right? Or binging, because you're going to be full. You're not even going to be thinking about eating anything else. So that is one of my biggest tips, okay? Another thing is, guys, hydrated. Stay hydrated, guys. Oh, and I know sometimes that's hard because day gets busy, and I fall into this too. But sometimes we mistaken thirst as hunger. So when you feel hungry first, try drinking water first before you start reaching for any snacks, and see if that's the reason why. And drink water, guys. It's going to be good for your hair, your skin, everything, your digestive system. Water is like a gift from God. So use it and abuse it, okay? Another good tip I have is mindful eating, guys. And, so before eating, you really take a deep breath, maybe say a prayer, and I know this sounds super religious, but it doesn't have to be religious if that's not what you want. But we should give thanks for the food that we're getting. We should be grateful, right? I've talked about this before. Having gratitude is one of the best things you could do in your life. It just makes you appreciate everything a little bit more. And even the food that you are eating, we should be thankful that we have this abundance of food that we could eat. So much abundance of food that we got to worry that we overeat. So let's incorporate mindful eating when we eat. So maybe take a deep breath before you stop. Chew all your food. Chew it good, guys. I don't want you to count or anything like that, but that helps with your digestion too, and that helps with your feelings of hunger and satiety. So chew your food really good. Get the textures. Taste it. Oh my goodness. Taste the delicious food that you are gifted. And also swallow that food before you shove more food in your mouth, because that's another thing that we do that we don't realize. We just shovel the food in. So be mindful eating. And then ask yourself too, even before you eat, are you really hungry? Am I really hungry? Or am I bored? Am I stressed? Am I feeling sad? Like, why am I making these choices? Okay. Mindset, guys. Like, you know me, it all stems from mindset, right? Okay, another thing that I do is I swap comfort food with healthier alternatives, okay? So instead of ice cream, try some Greek yogurt with some fresh berries in it, a little bit of honey drizzled on it, if you need something a little bit sweet. And don't buy those like sugar-laden ones. If you do, like the oak, I think it's called Okinos, I don't know how to pronounce that, yogurt, so like 15 grams. That's a delicious snack, guys. It has no sugar in it. It's full of protein. It's delicious. And, you're getting all this goodness when you eat it. Ice cream is good. It's good, like when you're going out with your family and you're on vacation and you're sharing it with your family and you're having an ice cream. That is fine, but we don't want to do it because we are emotionally eating. So and also like if you like salty crunchy stuff like I do. I love salty crunchy stuff. I love potato chips. Love potato chips. It's like I love potatoes, period. But go for something else. Go for some carrot sticks or some cucumbers. And I know that sounds boring, but it's delicious. Maybe get like a little pot of hummus, or scoop out the hummus, because we want to make sure about portion control. And we're going to be talking about that and meal prepping and meal planning, for something crunchy and delicious. And you're getting protein, guys, with your hummus. Me and my protein, I know. I'm just obsessed with it. Another thing is, I could give you a tip, is when you're starting to have these cravings and you feel like emotionally, go move your body. Go do something. Go for a walk. Clean your house. I don't know. Wash your dog. Organize your closets. Like, also you're being productive instead of eating and then feeling guilty that you're eating because you're not actually hungry, but you're just emotionally eating, right? So that's another tip that I have for you. I do that sometimes because sometimes you eat out of boredom. It might not even be your hormones. It might just be boredom. And let's get like, now that your children are growing up, if you're in this stage, you have more time, so you get bored. So instead of doom scrolling on your phone, go move your body. It's going to be good for you in so many ways, right? Another thing is, guys, and this is another topic that I need to talk about because it's so important and it's so hard when we're going through this phases of our life, is improve our sleep. Lack of sleep makes us crave like junk. It's, just junk. And it is proven, it's scientifically proven. We want comfort food when we're feeling exhausted and tired. So try to get 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep, okay? Shut your phone off at least 2 hours before you go to bed. And if you can't, get some blue eye blocking glasses because that blue light's going to disrupt your sleep. Try to get to bed before 10. That's another thing. I'm going to talk about this in more detail because there's a window, guys. But anyway, get more sleep. It's going to help with your cravings or emotional eating or just your emotions and your hormones and everything. Okay? I know, I'm passionate about this. And another thing is managing your stress, guys. There is techniques to do that, and it's not eating your emotions, okay? Meditation. I freaking love meditation. I just started meditating like maybe a year and a half ago, and I'm not good at it. I'm going to say I'm not good at it. I am still learning, but it is the best thing I ever included in my life to quiet your mind. But that's another topic we'll talk about. Find a hobby even, you know what I mean? Like to manage your stress, like join a book club or something, or take a course, like learn something. these are my strategies, guys. And really, I hope you wrote them down. If not, I'll add them in the notes at the bottom, and then you could copy it. But these strategies have helped me immensely deal with my cravings and emotional eating. And you knew I was going to talk about this, guys, but let's talk about mindset. It plays a massive role in managing cravings, okay? So instead of thinking of cravings as your enemy, your nemesis, right? See them as a signal from your body. It's trying to tell you something, right? Maybe you need more rest, right? Or maybe you need some emotional support from a friend or your significant other, or, you know, or your dog. Or maybe your diet is lacking nutrient-dense foods, okay? Because that also leads to stress. Your diet is so important for so many reasons. So, you know, you need to reframe your thoughts. So instead of saying, I have no willpower, say, I'm learning to listen to my body. Again, guys, mindset. Another thing is practice self-compassion, guys. You know, be kind to yourself when you're experiencing cravings instead of feeling guilty and disappointed with yourself, because it is a normal process of life. We all go through it. So it's okay. Be kind to yourself. Always be kind to yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to treat yourself like you would your child, if you have a child, or your dog, or anyone you love, okay? Because if you don't love yourself and respect yourself, you're not going to take care of yourself. And then, you know, set realistic expectations, okay? So change doesn't happen overnight. And we've talked about this before. You know, it's those small little steps. And those small little steps make a huge difference over time. So you just need to be consistent and make sure you're making small steps forward. And sometimes we take some steps back, and that's fine. Don't beat yourself up over it. Momentum. Keep going, guys. And then let's not, you know, try to find perfection all the time. You know, let's celebrate just progress. Celebrating progress is, you know, acknowledging your wins, you know, and like choosing a healthier snack, or, you know, and like be like, fuck hell, yeah, I'm healthy. Look at me. I'm eating these strawberries. It's good for me. You feel good, man. I'm telling you. Or like just maybe even just pausing before, you know, you eat emotionally, like, oh, I don't know, should I eat these cookies? You know, like think about it, right? So, you know, premenopause and menopause, the transition is not a battle, okay? You need to be kind to yourself. This is where this whole video is about mindset as well, guys, okay? So if you slip up, like I said, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track, okay? Just get back on track. Failure happens, but that's how we learn. Also, keep a journal, guys, to track your patterns. You know, me and my journals, I love my journals. My journals is the Bible, okay? Because you could go back and reflect. It keeps you accountable for so many reasons. So, you know, if you're struggling, your journal is going to be your best friend. And most importantly, guys, is listen to your body, okay? And you need to listen to your body. Listen to what it's telling you. At this age, we should be knowing exactly what our body is trying to tell us, because we know now it's like just going nuts, right? It's like it's not happy because your hormones are all over the place. So learn to listen to your body and be kind to yourself. Okay, guys, before I wrap this up, I wanted to let you know in my next video, we'll be diving into meal planning and prepping for premenopause and menopause. But even if you're not going through that, guys, if you're a little bit younger and watching this is going to help anyway. So a crucial step is planning and prepping, guys, to managing our cravings and maintaining a balanced nutrition. So that video is a really good video that's coming up next. So stay tuned, okay, guys? Stay tuned for that one. And I just want to thank you again for coming and listening, just if you made it this far, because I know I could talk a lot. And I hope I don't have a lot of ums in there and pauses that makes this hard to listen to. Please leave notes and let me know. But I hope these tips help you feel more in control of your cravings and emotional eating. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more health and wellness content, guys, because I have a lot of it. I have a lot to talk about and I love to talk. And share in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. I'm not hearing from you guys, so I don't know if you guys are enjoying my videos or if not, because I could always, talk about topics if you want me, if you let me know what you want to hear. And let me know in the comments too, like, what is your biggest struggles with cravings and emotional eating? Let's support each other, guys. Women need to come together and talk about these things. Because they're not talked about much. It's a shameful thing to have cravings or binge and stuff like that. But if we normalize it and talk about it, it just becomes easier to deal with, okay? So I love you guys. Let's support each other, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like the video, guys, and please subscribe if you want more of this information, and please share with anybody you think this video might help. Again, thank you so much, and thank you for listening to all my ums. I love you guys. Please subscribe.